That's cool. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Main Street Fire Rescue. We are now in service from a brand new location today, Legoland, Florida. I wanted to bring you all out here because, hey, since I started this channel, I haven't been here. It's been a quick minute. I do have an annual pass here. It's been like I said, it's been a minute since I've been out here, only because it is a bit of a drive. It's not terrible. It's like 30 miles, but it's just down 27. There's a lot of stop and go, and you gotta time it right if you want to avoid the traffic. However, I will say this: if you are traveling to Orlando and you want to do a lengthy vacation, I would recommend putting this in your travel plans, because whether you're young or older, this place has something for everybody, as you're about to see. It is a very, very cool place. I'm a big fan of it. Hell, I've loved Legos since I was old enough to understand what they were. You're in for a treat. Before I get started though, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, I do want to say congratulations to the Purdue Boilermakers on one hell of a season. You guys surpassed all expectations this year. I know you came up a little short last night against UConn. I was with you all the way, man. It was tough. Those losses are hard. I can't, you know, as a student and a fan, I can't imagine what that feels like. It's got to sting a bit, but you guys have nothing to hang your heads about. You had a hell of a season, and we're going to talk about this later on in a different vlog. But Zach Eady, Mason Gillis, Fletcher Lawyer, Trey Kaufman-Wren, all of the seniors, Zach Morton, Eady, I mean, you name it. And Coach Painter, you know, thank you guys for, you know, overcoming an insane amount of adversity after going out to whoever they were last year, FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson in the first round, to go all the way to the Final Four and to the last national championship game, you know, one game short of being crowned national champions. You know what though? You guys will be back there again. You showed great class. I mean, UConn's a great team. I'm not going to take away from anything they did, but you know, it would have been awesome to see Purdue win it all. I think they'll be back. They'll be back, and actually in 2 years the Final Four comes to Indianapolis again, so who knows? But we'll see at the start of next year's season, or actually later this year, November. Watch y'all raise those championship banners from this year, and let's do it again. That was one awesome ride. So with that, let's get our asses in gear and get this vlog started. Main Street Fire Rescue is now in service. So this is Legoland, Florida. We'll do this on the way out. This is the Legoland Hotel over here. This is a full scale, like, you can stay on site, and there's a shit ton to do here. One of the things we're gonna do too is we're gonna check out this new Ferrari race attraction that just opened a couple weeks ago. Right here, they got all the lockers, strollers, photo pickups, all that good stuff. I was wondering where they were gonna put this. So this is the new Sea Life. Now, it says Sea Life Florida Resort, so does that mean this is gonna be a hotel and an aquarium, or just the aquarium? If you wanna check out the details, I'll give you the QR code right here. You can scan that and see what that brings up. Fall of 2024, I'm gonna assume they're gonna move at record pace on this, because we're already getting ready for summer. But this should be cool. And then this is actually pretty neat. This is the Legoland story. It tells you the history of the theme park. For those that may not know, we are on the former site of what used to be Cypress Gardens, which was, I believe, Florida's original, and at the time before it closed was the oldest park in Florida, and I want to say it was one of the earlier ones in the United States. It was one of those that closed, sadly, due to the 2008 financial crisis. But once it closed, I think it was 09 or 2010, Legoland, Merlin Entertainment's own Legoland, purchased it. So Legoland is actually divided up into sections of the park. So this one this is called the beginning, is what they call it. And then kind of once you get to where the carousel is, it branches off into the other areas of the park. But we got to visit my buddy here. I love this guy. This guy's classic. Do the pepperoni, buddy. Do the pepperoni. You like it, the pepperoni? Do it.
What do you like? You like it, a pepperoni?
There, he did it.
I got the pepperoni. Come on in.
It's classic. This would be kind of the centralized hub, if you will, of Legoland, where the carousel is, double-decker. It goes into every direction from here. We'll start out here in Heart Lake City. One of the things they did, too, that I thought was fantastic was they left some of the original structures and gardens from when this was Cypress Gardens, which was brilliant on their part. I mean, it is a really beautiful park. They have a lot of interactive water fountains.
Let's dance. You're the star.
You bet I am. And then it sits on this beautiful lake here, which we'll get down there later, which has a really cool ski show. But some of these structures that you see out here are still part of the original Cypress Gardens. And then they have the Funtown Theater. I want to show you the map up here too. Give you an idea of the size of this place. Legoland is huge. So look at this. So here we are, where we came up from, right here. We came right down through here. Here's the carousel, kind of the main hub. Heart Lake City's this way. And we're actually right here. And you can see when you zoom out, this place is gigantic. So the original Cypress Gardens is still here, part of the original gardens. And then Legoland also put a water park in a while back. So we're gonna check this place out today. This is called Lego Miniland. Every Legoland park around the world has this. Got here. Miniland at night. Really? That's all you got, huh? Lego Bald Eagle. If you see these giant canopies, these were put in about 3 years ago because this Miniland used to be outdoors entirely, and because of the weather in Florida with the intense sun, the summer storms, all that going on, the Legos were fading and getting very dirty fast, and they were spending a ton of money to maintenance it all the time. So they spent the money and put this in, which was a brilliant idea. One of the best things they did. Plus, it cools it down in here. But you can see, I mean, look at this, huh? Is this not cool or what? And then right here they got these little boards that tell you exactly what you're looking at. So this is Miami Beach right here. I think this is neat how they have the Lego boats being pulled. And wait, if you really want to know something cool, a lot of these buildings here are built just down the road in Lake Wales, where I was at a little over a week and a half ago at Bok Tower Gardens for Easter Sunday service, for the Sunrise Easter Sunday service. Speaking of Bok Tower, there's a Lego rendition of it right here. say, the people that do these are truly talented. Like, that is a very, very close depiction of Bach Tower Gardens. I mean, even down to the coloring and everything else. And like even the details up on the windows up there where the bells play. And you could literally spend a good part of your day just walking around here. There's the St. Augustine, the fort in St. Augustine, which we have to get a trip out there at some point. And there is the Orlando Eye. You can see the ones that have and have not been refurbished. You can see how that at one time was bright white. So you can see what the weathering has done to that. And then right there are also two other attractions that Merlin Entertainment owns. Madame Tussauds, the Wax Museum, and then there's Sea Life right there. That is what they're building out here at Legoland. If you ever get a chance to visit a Sea Life aquarium, highly, highly recommend it. It's really, really impressive. And what they've done over the years, especially even when I was working here, slowly but surely, you can actually see the Lego, the sets that are being refurbished. Basically, they take them apart, they clean them up, and then they bring them back. Like I said, all that's being done down in Lake Wales. And they bring them back here, and it's all brand new. There's the Florida State Capitol. So check this out. It even has motion. The mini golf course. How cool. Oh yeah, and the sign, the mini golf course. Very creative. Oh yeah, see there's Madame Tussauds and Sea Life. So this is what the Orlando Eye looks like from International Drive. I was looking at behind.
Another one. Now there's another one of them.
That's pretty neat. Playing volleyball and then slinging frisbee. That's pretty neat.
Oh my God.
They got jet skiing. They have a lot of interactive elements around here too. Look for these and push the button, but watch out because you never know where this is coming from or where it's headed. Let it rain. I'm guessing this is somebody spraying water somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. Man, this is Tampa Bay right here. And if you look too, these vehicles actually are moving on these roadways, which is pretty freaking impressive. Quick lesson, never operate a boat while drinking or under the influence of drugs. See the difference in the buildings that have been refurbed? Look how bright these are. I'm just kind of touching on a little bit of the stuff here because there's so much to see. I'll come back again and we'll do a full tour. One of the really neat things that I gotta add is if you come here during Halloween and Christmas, I'm not sure about Easter and the 4th of July, but I do know that Halloween and Christmas, they have scavenger hunts, which means at Halloween, they hide pieces of candy corn all throughout Miniland, and they give you a little map, and you got to find them all, and they give you a pretty cool prize. At Christmas, they put Santa Claus all throughout here, and you got to go find Santa Claus. And they got them in all kinds of funny areas. Right here is one of my favorites. This is Kennedy Space Center. This is yet another place I have to go and visit. There's the VAB, Vehicle Assembly Building. If you've never seen that sucker in person, it's unbelievable. One of the statistics was the area where the 50 stars are in the American flag, that's the size of a football field. That doesn't include the rest of the flag. That's how big that building is. So right when you walk in, there's the fountain there with Kennedy and some of his famous remarks he made with the space program. And then this is the main entrance right here. And after you go through the main entrance, you have the rocket garden. And then over around the side of the entrance, this is very accurate because this is kind of the main area of Kennedy Space Center where you got all the other different attractions. And then this bus that's moving here, that's the actual tour bus that takes you out to the area of the VAB and then the Saturn V rocket exhibit. They did a very good job of this. Holy cow, they even have the crawler out here. Ooh, we got 10 minutes. Wonder if that sucker's gonna punch a hole in the canopy when it takes off. Either that or they have a door that opens up. So right here, there's the famous "Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas" sign. And then right here, the Tropicana Hotel. This is now a piece of history because apparently this whole thing's coming down to make way for a baseball stadium. The Oakland A's, I believe, are moving to Las Vegas. So I'll be curious to see if they keep this or if this comes down and they build a baseball stadium. That's pretty cool, though. Look at that. Paris. Oh, they even have the monorail, the Vegas monorail. I don't see it running at the moment, but they have it. I have to get out and see Vegas. It's just on my things, on my list of things to do. And over here, this looks like a freaking awesome hotel too. The Treasure Island Hotel. Oh, we got another interactive point. Let's see what this does. Oh, the Mirage. Here's another one. This is another piece of history. Let's see what the Mirage does. Pardon the interruption. Little bubbles. Oh, I think the volcano erupts like it does at the actual hotel. There it goes. Oh, they have the drop tower actually works. How cool is that? The Strat. Oh, and you can see when they took these photos. See how this is outside at the moment? You can see how this was taken long before they put the canopy here. Because yeah, all of these used to be out in the elements. And up here, this has changed. This has changed a lot actually. This used to be all Star Wars up here. In fact, you can see all the barriers that used to be there. The Millennium Falcon and everything was right in here, which that was interactive. Where this is actually neat. This is beautiful what they did here. Like I said, I haven't seen this since they pulled out Star Wars. Something happened, I guess, when Disney bought Star Wars or whatever happened. Legoland had to pull it out because they didn't have or had to pull all the Star Wars stuff out because they didn't have the rights or whatever. But back in here, I think it was right in here, was the recreation of the Ewok village. It was really cool, and it was an interactive point somewhere in here. You push a button, and anybody remember from Star Wars where the two logs let go and slam that walker thing right from each side and destroyed it? That scene was like right in here. This was where Jar Jar's home was. Right in here. I found a whole land of Miniland that I missed entirely. This is pirate land here. This is I think this has changed some. Maybe, maybe not. It just seemed like there was more here. But it's been a minute since I've been out here. These are cool, man. Look at these pirate ships. I'm gonna have to look at old photos. Oh, this is another one. You push the button and it sprays water. It's spraying right over here. So we're gonna work our way through Duplo Valley. This is a really good kids area right here. Anybody that's got small kids, the Duplo Valley Schoolhouse, got changing rooms, got a place to take a break, got quiet rooms, all kinds of stuff in there. Just to take a load off. And it's air conditioned, and I believe they have, you can go play in there too. Secret cut through. Not many know about it. Straight ahead is Lego Movie World. This actually took the place of what used to be here. Give me a minute, it'll come to me. So this replaced the world of Chima, which Chima, they had some cool sets. I don't know much about it, but they did have some neat sets. But this was one of the last big expansions Lego had. This building right here is called Masters of Flight. Which, if it's not that long of a wait, I might try this. I have never done this. 5 minutes. Screw it, let's do this. Let's try it. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I can record on this or not, but if I can't, we'll talk about it. So this is what it looks like. You sit here and you buckle in and the seats rotate out that way to the screen, which is on the other side. Very cool. That was a fun ride. That was a lot of fun, actually. But basically what it's like, if you've ever ridden Soarin' at Epcot, imagine Soarin' except you're not on the ground and you take off. This one you're up and then you spin around and then you're in the screen. That was a really cool experience. I liked it. Ride it again. Let's go take a look and see what else is around here. Oh, I got Benny's spaceship. That's a model from the original one from the, I think it was like late 70s, early 80s. If you want to find a way to beat the Florida heat, this attraction right here will do it. Basically, you can fire at the boats and they can fire back at you. You will get very wet on this ride. If you want to get an idea of what fire drill, I believe is what it's called, at the new Epic Universe is going to be like, in the How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berkland, this is it. This is what it's going to be like. Just on a whole lot more detail. This was one of the main rides here when it was World of Chima. And then when they did the remodel, they turned it into this. I think it's Battle for Bricksburg. It looks like there's targets you can hit too with your water cannons. It's the same thing on the boat. You can see some of those little red targets out there. I believe if you hit those with the water cannon, they cause more water to spray in various directions. From Lego Movie World, our next stop is one of my personal favorite lands out here. The Lego Kingdoms land, or Castle Land. Big fan of the Lego castles. Anybody in the 80s remember the King's Castle? Got that set for Christmas from my dad, and that was one of our big projects. We spent all Christmas break putting that sucker together. That was fun. That was one of my more favorite Christmas memories, like between Christmas and New Year's and that. We worked on that for a while. It was a big set back in the day. This has always one of the longest waits in the park. This is the Dragon Coaster. Let's just see. It says 20 minutes. I don't think it is. We'll take a ride on the dragon.
I like the light. Like it's not that big. But I'll be glad this one's scary. And I gotta say this. That's not scary too. Open this one.
Good job, buddy. So this starts out nice and slow, and it goes through the castle, and there's all kinds of figures and animated figures in there, and then it comes out of the castle and goes through a full roller coaster circuit. What a fun ride. Here we have our photos. That was fun. And now you come out into the gift shop, as you can see, everything castle sets. Oh man, the Green Gets Bank set. Oh.
Yeah, but we're gonna do this for you at the very end of the day, so we don't have to carry it all around.
Oh, there's the new version of the Lion Knight's castle, which was based off of the original King's castle. That was perfect. That was nowhere near 10 minutes or 20 minutes. That was pretty much a walk-on. So again, you can see how big this place is. We are, where are we at? Right over here now. Earlier we were somewhere in here, or up here. Now we're over this way. So we're gonna head up this way here, and then eventually work our way. We're not going to the water park today, but we're gonna be in this area and then eventually work our way over here. Right, now we're heading into the Land of Adventure. Oh, I see what they did there. It's not Adventure Land, but the Land of Adventure. Anybody ever see the claymation Christmas celebration back? I think it was 1986. Does that not look like the one of the singing dancing camels from that, from the We Three Kings set they did, or song they did? 10 minutes, not quite. It's crazy though when you look at the size of these queues. This is what it's like during Christmas, and probably last week. I can't imagine all this being filled up. All right, this is like, see what kind of score we can run up here. Ah. Oh, here we go. Nope. Oh, off to get you, sir. Oof. Not the greatest. This is always a fun ride. I love that ride. A favorite memory of this ride too. Back in 2019, when we were still living in Charleston, Paige and I came out here for a day during the Halloween extravaganza they were having. And we rode that thing, I think it was 4 or 5 times. Competition is fierce between the two of us. That was great. I had a fantastic time. I love that. Over here is Pharaoh's Revenge, another playground. And now we're going to work our way into another section. This is, I believe, one of the original roller coasters that was here when Cypress Gardens was operating under that name. I got to check my facts, but I'm pretty sure about that. And over here is the safari ride. You go on a Lego animal safari. How cool is that, huh? This was also an expansion that was put in, I think, around 2016, 2017. This is Ninjago. I love the Ninjago sets. It's just a cool area here. They do have one attraction back here, and it's similar to the safari ride that I did, but instead of using a gun, you use your hand. It has a sensor. This is another really cool queue line. Check that out. This queue is gigantic though. I couldn't imagine when this thing, you know, when it's full. Holy smokes. And there's what we're gonna be doing right there. Here we go, get our glasses. Here we go. So basically we gotta move our hand right over the sensor like that.
Welcome to Ninjago, everyone. Come in, this way.
See? That's so cool. Don't you know all rides must end in the gift shop? So many Legos. And here's the latest one, the Ninjago City Gardens. Ninjago is fun. It takes a minute to get the hang of it though. What I would do is, obviously if you're here, wait till it's like a 5-minute wait or a walk on like that, because most of the time, your first time, you're gonna be like, what the hell did I just do? So basically, depending on your height, yeah, your hand has to be like right at this level and then move out. If your hand is too low or too high, it won't register. You're just like doing this. So it's gotta be like the perfect height. And now we're moving our way down into Lego City. And this is probably one of my more favorite rides out here. These are free floating boats, and you actually get to drive them and steer them and everything else. And right here, Main Street Fire Rescue right here. This is actually really nice now. They covered this up. This is a firefighting drill. It's called the Lego Rescue Academy, which the NFPA sponsored it. And what you do is you get in the fire trucks, and it takes a team effort, and you pump the levers to go up and down. You move the fire truck this way. You get to the building here, and you spray water at the fire in the window, and then when you hit it so many times, it drops, and the bell rings like that, which means you put the fire out, and you get back in the fire engine and go back to the firehouse. Now that sucker looks pretty good right there, huh? Heck yeah. We're back here by near where the water park is. They have two. This is, I don't think Ford sponsors it anymore, but it was originally called Ford Driving School. So this one, these are free moving cars. There's no track. So you push the gas pedal and steer around this track. And then this is the other driving school. This is for bigger kids. This is a full-on road course. And there used to be a Mustang out here that they don't have anymore either. So yeah, I'm guessing the Ford sponsorship is not there anymore. Oh, and here's the sign. This is where Flying School was located. Flying School was one of the original roller coasters from Cypress Gardens. They closed last year. I think it was in the early fall. And if you feel like doing that, there's the QR code so you can keep up to date on what's coming here. I'm actually surprised they haven't done anything with this yet, but you never know. Legoland's always got something in the works. And then Legoland Water Park, because we're kind of in that odd time frame, they're open only during certain times of the week right now. Coming up though, they'll be open daily. But this is how you get to the water park. And right back here, where you can see there's a crane and a building. That's the coaster station for the old Flying School ride. Basically, it was a suspended, I think it was made by Vekoma, an old Vekoma suspended coaster. Sucker was, oh my gosh, it would knock your neck out of joint real easy. So one of the model citizens came by and he just said hi and, you know, just chit-chatted real quick. And I said, man, I'm trying to figure out what's going to be back here. And he says, give us about 18 months. So that makes me a little excited, because if that kind of a time frame, that means possibly a brand new land. That's cool. Thank you, sir. I know that's not what it may be or what it is, but that time frame, putting 2 and 2 together, that would make sense. Right there is where the peak of the coaster is. That's one of the support beams. Now from Lego City, we're moving into Lego Technic Land. Oh, this is a cool ride. I've done this one before. Basically, you get in these things and it goes around in circles, and you steer that steering wheel, and it's got a little rudder underneath, and it swings the boat way out. And it also has depth charges. Let's see if they work. No. Normally you push this button and boom. See how they're swinging them out like that? That is really neat. It's kind of like the old school whip rides, but on water. Like with fins that you can steer the watercraft. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. A whip ride on the water. And over here is the Great Lego Race. I've ridden this before. Fun ride, but oh my gosh, it beats the SHIT out of you. Hey! We found it. All right. This is the new building race. This is the new Ferrari exhibit that they had. Apparently there's a full-size Ferrari Lego car back here. So there's the exit. This was a really nice use of this area. So basically you go in there, they got people waiting to go in. So no worries. Between this and the Sea Life attraction, kind of a good in-between while they're waiting on the future expansion is what I'm going to go with until I hear otherwise. This is the area you want to go if you want to take a nice little break, get away from people, get away from the noise. It's a great spot. Plus, look at this. This probably is one of my most favorite areas of the park. This is Pirates Cove. The Pirate River Quest ride is down here. This is a pretty lengthy ride. It's like 25-30 minutes. The Water Sports Stunt Show right here, which is Brickbeard's Water Sports Stunt Show. There's the theater. And right here is the original Cypress Gardens, which was... I love that Legoland did this. They kept this part still intact. They used to have the Southern Belles out here with their dresses and everything. So obviously they don't have that anymore. So in order to keep tradition, they put Lego figures out. And that is fake Belle right there. And these are the boats. And I'm telling you, man, if you guys are here, you want a nice break from everything, come down. These are the gardens right here. This is so nice back here. One thing I like about this, so if you do the history on this boat ride, this was an original attraction back in Cypress Gardens was here. They had these boat rides that would go through here, and you could see the Southern Belles. Just getting about the time where I got to start heading back towards the Homestead area because of traffic. Traffic on 27 after about 2 p.m. during the weekday sucks. Hey, that's working again. That's good. Those are fun too. You pull on the rope and hoist yourself all the way up. So they have 2 stadiums for the Pirate Show. One there, and then this one's for overflow right here. So there's normally is a waterfall right there, and this again is part of the original Cypress Gardens. And right there, that's a nice beaver. There's an otter right there. There's another one. This is a really neat area. And where I'm standing is, there's Lego Miniland right there, which is where we were, and right there are the Vegas buildings. So what I did is I went basically that way. But you could also go this way, which is where I'm standing, which would take you up to Technic Land and then the Pirate Land and all that, or Pirates Cove and all that. I couldn't have said it better myself.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's pretty cool. Fastest space flight ever. And we're right back to where we started. Granny's apple fries. These things are famous everywhere you go. And you ask about food. If you ask about food in Legoland, I'll tell you Granny's apple fries. All right, it's on our way out. We're gonna stop in the Lego factory. And then we'll go to the Lego Big Shop.
Yeah, I said you. Knock.
Hey, you talking to me, buddy? You want to make something of it?
Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys who?
Gladys Shoe. I wasn't sure it was the right bathroom.
Yeah.
Get your pizza here, come on. Get your pizza.
Love that guy. Lego Factory. So also, this is one of those places you can pick bricks out, put them in a bag, create your own set, or you can buy all kinds of sets in here. Oh, they have the Atari in here. How cool is that? And then the office. This would be a fun set to have. Oh my gosh, they actually have Dwight Stapler and Jell-O. Ha! The details that are in this is unreal. This is actually going to be retiring shortly. This would be a good set to have. 250 bucks. Oh, and here's all the brick pieces. If you need to, if you got your own Lego sets at home and you need some pieces, unusual pieces, you're gonna find them here. So right here. I have this one at home I'm currently working on. I need to finish it. Here we are. That's kind of cool. All right, one more stop. Lego Big Shop. This place is, it fits its name perfectly. Yeah. Look at all this. Oh, there's the new Dungeons and Dragons set. I just saw this was announced the other day. How impressive is that? $359. Wow. That's an impressive set though. Holy moly. That's probably one of those sets though that'll be worth a fortune in a couple years. And there is Lord of the Rings Rivendell. That's another one, $500 set. And here's the Titanic, pieced apart. That's impressive though. Look at that. Look at the interior of that sucker. They have the engines and everything. That's a pretty impressive model. Wow. Oh, there's the new Viking Village. That just came out recently too. There's the new museum. There's the Concorde. Orient Express, Lego Loop Coaster. And of course, you gotta have Nintendo and then Bowser right there. I'm a big fan of these Technic sets. Because not only do you get to build them and they're very, very challenging, but most of them work when they're built. Oh, and there's the Lego Globe. That's actually going to be retiring soon. Here we are. That's such a good store. Judging by what I'm looking at through here, this is going to be a pretty good sea life. Now I'm wondering if this is going to be included with your Legoland admission or it's going to be separate. I'm very curious. We'll have to keep checking on this. There's the Legoland Hotel. We'll do that when we come back because this is already going to be a long vlog. So, but I hope you all enjoyed this. I had fun bringing this to y'all. This is the pirate section. It really is. It's a beautiful park. Really, really nice. My recommendation for visiting Legoland is, one, you can stay here. So if you're doing like if you have transportation, you're doing like a Disney World Central Florida vacation, take like a day or two and come down here and stay at the Legoland Hotel, because you're right on site, you know, if you have the ability to. The other thing to do would be to come here during the middle of the week. I had fun with that. Got some rides in, got to show you around. Hope you like that. Like I said, this is we haven't been here before since I started vlogging. I've been wanting to come here a lot, but I just always something would come up. So this was good. This was really good. Like I said, if you're going to come out here during the week is always best. If you can avoid times like spring break, Christmas break, you're going to be waiting in a ton of lines. Outside of that, weekdays are fantastic. Show you some of the scenery when you leave here. All of this straight ahead of me is still Cypress Gardens. That was all part of this park, the original park. I mean, it's big. It's really, really big. Beautiful property. And kind of a tour heading out of the Legoland parking lot. It kind of reminds me of coming in when you come into Animal Kingdom, how you make a giant tour around the parking lot and then you go park. Similar thing here. And up ahead where you can see those balloons and that in the air, that's the Peppa Pig Park. Again, if you have little ones, that's a great park to go to. All right, straight ahead. We're gonna make our way to I-4. All right, I'll see you Legoland. See you in a couple weeks probably. That was fun. What's up, everybody? Back home from Legoland. Again, I hope you all enjoyed that. I had fun out there. It was nice, you know, after last night. Yeah, thank you again for your support. Lots more to come. Keep pushing us to 500. We got to get there. We're at 422 right now. Like and subscribe, share us out. Let's get going. Let's shove it up the algorithm's ass, and let's get this channel monetized. That's gonna be a huge accomplishment, because once you do it, you start reaching more people. You know, plus the little extra money allows me to grow the channel a little bit more. Can invest in some better equipment. You know, not that the G7X isn't a good camera, but eventually I would like to get into like a Sony A7X, or if I'm saying that right, one of, you know, like a 4K style camera. And coming up, I'm going to try some stuff with my GoPro Hero 11 with an external mic and see the difference that makes as well. So I will see you all shortly. Main Street Fire Rescue out of service. I'll see everybody.